Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're decoding the magnificent capital of Hungary, Budapest, a city that is, well, truly a tale of two halves.
Okay, so let's jump right in. To really understand Budapest, you first have to know it's not just one city. It's actually two completely different personalities split right down the middle by the Danube River. Over on the west bank, you've got Buda. It's historic, it's hilly, it's pretty serene. And then on the east, you have Pest, flat, buzzing with energy, and the absolute beating heart of modern city life. Now, you might think they've always been one city, but get this. These two sides only officially merged about 150 years ago. Their story, though, is ancient, forged over centuries of conquest, total destruction, and then glorious rebirth.
And this timeline just shows you the layers of history here. I mean, it all kicks off with the Romans setting up a frontier town. Then the Ottoman Empire takes over for 150 years, leaving behind these amazing Turkish baths you can still visit today. The Habsburgs follow, giving the city its grand, almost Viennese feel. And then comes the immense turmoil of the 20th century, which left its own deep scars. Every single empire left its fingerprint.
Okay, so with all that history baked in, let's talk about the incredible landmarks that rise up from it. We'll start on the Pest side, the vibrant heart of the city.
The undisputed symbol of Budapest, I mean, you literally can't miss it, is the Hungarian Parliament building. It was built at the height of the Austro-Hungarian Empire to go toe-to-toe with the grand buildings in Vienna and London. It's just a breathtaking Gothic revival masterpiece and one of the largest legislative buildings on the planet, sitting right on the Danube.
And if you think the outside is impressive, wait till you hear about the inside. It's just pure decadence. To give you an idea of the scale, get this. Over 40 kilograms of 23-karat gold were used just for decoration. That's, well, it's an almost unbelievable level of opulence. Just a short walk away, you'll find St. Stephen's Basilica. Architecturally, it's a marvel, but inside it holds something, well, fascinating and a little bit macabre. It's the actual mummified right hand of Hungary's very first king, St. Stephen himself.
Now, along the river, you'll find one of the most powerful and somber memorials I think I've ever seen. These 60 pairs of iron shoes. They honor the thousands of Jewish victims who were forced to take their shoes off right there on the riverbank before they were shot into the Danube during World War II. It's incredibly moving. Okay, let's cross the river now, up into the peaceful Buda Hills. This is where you'll find the Fisherman's Bastion, and it is straight out of a fairy tale. Its 7 towers, they represent the 7 tribes that founded Hungary, and from up here, you get some of the absolute best panoramic views of Pest and the Parliament building.
And right beside the Bastion is the stunning Matthias Church. You seriously can't miss it, thanks to those vibrant, diamond-patterned roof tiles. This was the historic coronation church for Hungarian kings, and trust me, it is just as beautiful on the inside.
But seeing the grand monuments is really only half the story. To truly get Budapest, you have to experience it like a local. You have to immerse yourself in its unique rhythm and its daily rituals. And maybe the most essential local experience of all is a soak. Budapest sits on top of more than 100 natural thermal springs, which is why it's nicknamed the City of Spas. Hitting up a historic bathhouse, whether it's the massive Széchenyi or the elegant Gellért, isn't just for tourists. It's a fundamental part of life here.
And here's a wild fact for you. Below the surface, a whole other world exists. That same thermal activity that heats the baths has carved out a massive labyrinth of caves. You can even take tours down there to explore this hidden underground city. So, when the sun goes down, the energy shifts over to Pest's famous ruin bars. Now, this concept is just pure genius and perfectly captures the city's creative spirit. You take an abandoned, crumbling building, fill it with all this eclectic, mismatched furniture and art, and turn it into the coolest bar you've ever been to. And of course, you have to eat. From the world-famous goulash stew to the street food staple called longos. And you can't forget the famously strong and often homemade fruit brandy known as palinka. Yeah, you'll want to sip that one with caution. These are the flavors you just have to try.
So, you're captivated. I don't blame you. Let's get into the practical information you'll need to actually make a trip to this incredible city happen.
So, first things first, when should you go? Well, the consensus is to aim for the shoulder seasons. Spring and fall give you that perfect sweet spot. The weather's comfortable for walking around, the colors are gorgeous, and you have far fewer crowds than in the middle of summer. And where you stay? Well, that decision comes right back to our central theme. It's a pretty simple choice, really. You choose Pest if you want to be in the heart of the action, with endless restaurants and nightlife right at your doorstep. Or you choose Buda for a quieter, more local feel with beautiful green spaces. And here's the really great news for your wallet. Budapest is still one of Europe's most affordable capitals. I mean, look at these prices. A pint of beer for a couple of dollars? A really nice hotel room for under $200? That is a fraction of what you'd pay in a city like Paris or Rome. And getting around the city is just shockingly affordable. A single ticket on their excellent public transport system, which, by the way, includes the oldest subway line in continental Europe, costs about $1. But probably the most important piece of advice anyone who knows the city will give you is this: don't rush it. If you only have 2 days, sure, you'll see the landmarks, but you won't actually feel Budapest. You really need to give yourself at least 3 or 4 days to properly soak it all in.
So in the end, Budapest is a city of these beautiful contradictions. It's grand and it's gritty, it's historic and it's modern, it's calm and it's chaotic. The only question left, really, is which side of its remarkable story are you going to explore first?